exciting.
Yeah. Really.
There it is.
Hey.
All right.
Nice. Wait a minute.
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, yeah. Mind control Ricky. Who picks Lich in
it's
a
actually,
show
guys,
match?
format's changed. All random deathmatch.
Innocence here, Mr. Y.
Yeah, we have to think almost that all random death matches got to favor Wings a little bit, right? So,
Well, for sure. Doing what they can, popping their stick, turning to fight. GH wanting to see what he can do, but the Frost Shield, first blood, drawn by Ice, and now looking for the catch onto Kuro as well. They're going to lose 2 of them.
yeah, MC trying to take down Shadow. He will manage to take the Slark out of the game.
This does mean that Drow is going to be picked up, and an Alchemist.
Yeah, because he comes straight bottom and try to pick up a couple kills here. GH pretty exposed, but I think the Drow could be one of those heroes that you'd want to hold on to just so you can get 6 and go jungle super quickly and get really fun.
It ain't happening, Jack.
Yep.
That dude's done. So off to a quick start there. GH feeding away a couple deaths. Not what you want to see necessarily. Ooh, follow-up stun. Innocence goes down. They find another. Wings all over them. Finding kill after kill after kill. Kuroki looks like he should be able to get the walk away here. The last Chinese team to win a TI, and also going to be the only TI. We can talk a little bit more about how it broke up afterwards, but what do you think it was that made them so strong? As the stun's going to come out, and actually Shadow trying to find the turnaround kill there. They're chasing down GH on the Shadow Fiend. Oh, why? Innocence on that anti-mage. They already have the zombies chasing after him as well. Ice actually living through all of this. Has to turn onto the Necro mind control. Can he kill him off in time? They come in from Shadow as well. 2 Blink heroes.
Shrine's almost
the
up.
right clicks. Can they kill him off the Shrine? It comes up right at the last second for mind control. But he is eventually going to be killed off as well. They TP in with GH on his 3rd or 4th hero. Matumba Man's a sniper trying to kill Ice. He does finally go down. The pesky Undying is going to fall, but now Innocence underneath that shrapnel. One more punch from GH. He gets his revenge, and Kuroki almost ends up killing himself. Because it means, maybe you're not going to be scrimming in as much, but yeah, staying away from those vices for sure. So a little bit about what's going on in this game. Ice is going to move in on the Matumba Man, but needs to be careful because they are going to find him. The tower finds the finish. The Fiend script on the Matumba Man. And right now, Wings are kind of owning.
They want to trade in a little bit down the road.
Yeah, it's something to keep our eyes on. Are there any weird item builds coming out yet? As the wraparound coming down bottom, they bring in the Spectre in the early Spectre pick. That's another one that can be really strong if you can hang on to it. Ice on the Abaddon trying to kill off GH. The
hitting creeps anyway, man.
They're going to call the go. Ice will finally be brought down.
At some point, what a lot of the Chinese teams tried to do against Wings, because they were so good at these rotations and disguising information and deceptive movements that would catch teams off guard. Always seemed like they had the right numbers at each tower, the right hero defending each tower. And so teams at some point decided to try lane them because Wings weren't necessarily that strong as just laners.
That's a good point, yeah. And I mean, harkening back, we have a second TI winner here as well in Team Liquid. We've seen a lot more of them recently. At least when I was looking at these 2 teams, though, they felt like 2 that had the strongest potential to repeat. As it does look like they're going to be able to find the kill onto Shadow on the Visage. Kuroki also going to die in the mid lane.
Liquid already, they're so impressive just keeping the roster together and still having a very strong year, because we see so many TI winners have that drop off. For Wings, I think the situation was, it was already very stressful and difficult for everyone to keep working together, but at the same time, you start having success, suddenly there's people in the room or at your events that wouldn't normally be there, suddenly there's distractions, suddenly you're playing other games. They still won a few smaller lands at the start of the season. I believe it was the Cruise Cup and Northern Arena, but clearly the same drive and hunger wasn't there anymore. And, Shadow mentioned that this year actually, TI8 on the panel as well. He said basically, moving well with numbers right now.
Moving into position, they drop the Supernova. Doom already onto that Dark Willow, so she can't try and interrupt it by throwing out the ulti. The chase for GH, and now a stomp to follow this one if they want to, seeing if they can keep this Dark Willow alive, but I don't think she's long for this world. Matumba Man's just going to TP out, and moving up here, Faith Beyond, wanting to get into position with the Shackle Shot, but I don't think it's going to come quick enough. The classic Helm of the Dominator, Vlad's. They do find that Nyx Assassin, RMN dropping the coach, not where he wants to be. They're seeing if they can kill off Ice. Nightmare. Now the Pango ulti, Rolling Thunder moving forward, seeing if he can find himself Innocence. Why in trouble? Faith Beyond trying to interrupt it. They use the swap out, actually pulling his own teammate in closer. Now the second swap will mean that Innocence dies. Faith Beyond, power shot again. He will have another one in a couple of seconds here. If he can wait it out, might be able to find a pick off there. The Brain Sap up on the high ground, and now the Doom, the Chase, couldn't quite find that secondary shackle, and Kuro trying to run away, but another power shot from Mr. Faith Beyond finds the kill.
That's a big kill. That Spectre was getting pretty farmed and starting to snowball a little bit, just all over the map in these fights.
GH onto the Oracle, trying to kill him off. The Rupture's there. This Bane has not died yet this game, and well, in a sense just trying to walk away. Mitigates that magical damage coming through. A couple more punches. They finally kill them off, and now Ice needs to run away. This Earthshaker, he'd love to keep it, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Enchant Totem, a power shot, misses on everybody. They also miss on the Flame Break, but nonetheless, they will finally kill them off. Go. Yeah, all the bracers. I mean, this is just normal Dota at this point, right? Couldn't quite hit the shackle. All heroes go mid. That is the call. And now the roar. They want to find themselves this kill onto RMN if at all possible. And the duel trying to get some extra damage. He's going to keep that one throughout the game now. Just kind of a nice little buff as well. Press the attack. Trying to catch there. Shackle doesn't latch onto 2. And the big rolling thunder coming through. Doing so much damage. Liquid with no regard for human life. Kuro. Oh, Matumbo Man though, he's actually getting kind of low here on this Clinks. But with Kuro throwing out the one more hit, they're going to back out yet again. Shackle does end up latching with the creep. And GH living, trying to walk away. He's barely out of there. Actually, they're going to be able to find his Ice maybe. Trying to lifesteal, and the lifesteal is actually working. The rest of the attack cuts off.
Timely intervention. So they kind of split off a little bit after Team Random broke up. At this point, Blink is more or less retired. I think he's still open to opportunities, but he's been mostly streaming. Shadow was looking for the right situation and also turned to stream a little bit. They were talking about that at dinner the other night.
Oh,
nice
hold on a second.
in.
The sleep onto everybody, but what's the follow-up? I don't know if they actually have it. The right clicks coming from Blink is about all they can really do. The shackle afterwards, no! They catch it with the duel, the boat. It's only going to land onto 1, and that sleep made all the difference in the world. The press the attack coming from Ice is also doing it, and now the Naga Siren doing a ton of damage to RMN. He goes down.
Going for the super greedy builds. Actually, you can see a kind of a different itemization. I would say there's more quote-unquote individual items coming out from Liquid.
Yeah.
You see the armlet, there's Blade Mail, as we see another fight breaking out here in the jungle. The
Eclipse is already down. Kuro, he gets the armlet toggle in the walk away, able to live through that one. Liquid seeing what they can do. They should have the song to disengage, but Shadow, he can't get it off. And the Shadow Naga Siren is going to die there as they got the focus fire on the bottom side of it, just trying to take down that ward afterwards. And the Shackle again lands. Doesn't look like it's enough. Monkey King jumps in. Ice. Wukong's command. He's caught 4 of them in it, but they're going to actually just toss him over to Kuro. What a freaking play coming out from that Tiny. Mr. Matumbo Man on the Rock Man. And now GH, he's just too hard to fight this one. They have the Boundless Strike through. The power shot's just tickling him right now, though. And Ice needs to try and jump away. Getting that tree dance broken, and the hoof stomp lands, and they're going to kill him off out of the China region. And there were just so many little individual strategies that stuck out to me at that time, as it does look like Y is going to be initiated on here. The Stampede to follow it up. They want more as they think they already have that Bristleback killed, and yes, indeed they do, but now the Diffusal Blade CK. The Eclipse has already come out here as well, but they have the pipe. Well, Jason, there's not really that much damage on the side of Team Wings. Shadow doing what he possibly can, finds the kill there, but now the toss out, pulling him into the fray. He's still very tanky. Only a 1-second stun there onto Mind Control, and eventually the CK does die. They need a better composition. No expense.
The Aghanims, as we see, Arman might get caught out here. The Aghanims Piranha is actually perfect. It was in the meta very much at that time.
Man finds Ice, excuse me, only 2 of them. And now Sven, the Hogs push back, not bad there either. Shadow, you gotta be careful as the chase is coming. The amplified damage was there from Y as well. Matumbo Man being kind of controlled, but Mind Control on top of Shadow, and he eventually is gonna die. Veil out already to Omni Slash onto Matumbo Man, and it looks like the Tiny is finally gonna go down there. So a pretty big win, being able to take away the Tiny from the team fight that they've got. And Ice throws out the Axis first. Oh, got him caught. Lots of damage. And that's going to be a dead Juggernaut.
Exactly what they managed to relive and do just now in these last few fights.
Rush comes out, but they catch the arrow onto the Pudge, and Wings making a little bit of a comeback here, but the Torrent, the boat, it's going to connect onto 2, and Mind Control lane into them. The Psyblade's doing so much, but Ice did go into that Berserker's Rage, and that's keeping him alive here. Unkillable. as RMN trying to see if he can run down Blink, but a couple more punches, and the deny comes out. Still counts towards the death total. They can catch him. This would be a tasty treat, finding themselves the Kunkka, and they got him caught there in the Chronosphere. That's going to be Rapier on the deck for Shadow. Is he going to pick it up? Yes, he has it, and now Liquid need to be very, very wary, although this is a heart. GH on the spin, needs to jump away. The time walk, now trying to run out of here. There's no Chronosphere. This fight is still a little bit scary for them, but RMN going to be the one that gets chased down. The big crush comes out from Y, and now they're starting to lay into that spin. All of the damage as well as the bashes, and it's making it happen. The bash chant comes from the crowd, and they kill off 4.
19 KD lead down to 1. How many times have we seen this? Wings far behind in a match. Feels like they lost every single team fight, but there's just a chance for them to take one big fight to win the game. Is Liquid going to be able to do anything about this?
And there's no buyback. Still 30 seconds away. Matumbo Man, the only one that's left. They have the amp damage. They've got the Deso hits. All those heroes are asleep in the well. Well, in the meantime, you have Shadow beating away at the tower. They bought a Meteor Hammer from Y, and Matumbo Man also will fall.
And can't script this. Can't make this up any better. The Shadow Void.
It's going to happen, and GG is going to be called as Wings are going to take the show match over Team Liquid.
I really...